Go, go, go. Passing 84th Street exit right now. 84th Street, 84th Street. Go eastbound. Hammer it. You're good. West Dallas pursuit. Probably burglary, stolen vehicles here. 84th Street, 94 eastbound. Just past 76th Street. Try this Range Rover. Adam John Henry 4307. Adam John Henry 4307. Just past 6-8, 94 eastbound. All these white SUVs coming your way. There was a stick deployment. Were you successful?
Can you confirm that he hit? Negative, this is bad for one.
Let's go, catch up.
A second set of stop sticks were deployed further ahead and appeared to successfully make contact with Calvin's vehicle.
Doug, call it out if you can.
I'm not calling. Still eastbound.
94, passing 27th Street.
I just hit a set of sticks out, so I don't know how much longer to be in this.
Looks like one of them hit a stick. Someone threw some sticks there.
Share that six. We're continuing eastbound on 94. We're past 27th Street.
Share fuel sticks, not sure if they hit any.
Sarge, I'm gonna be out, Sarge.
All right, we're coming by the airport exit. All right, we're gonna come around the curve here for the airport. Should be coming up on College. Looks like one of the Range Rovers got a flat tire, back left tire flat. I'm gonna stay with that one. Yeah, that's affirmative. The Range Rover, one Range Rover is back left flat tire. I still got two of them running side by side here. Speed's at 100, but definitely flat tire on the Range Rover. Slow on speed, tire's gonna come off, gonna blow. All right, this Range Rover lost all its rubber. This one's slowing down, I'm gonna stick with that one, but the other one is slowing down with it. Need some squads up here. Gonna go for a pit here shortly.
Some of the games you grew up playing were not the safe private spaces you thought they were. Some of the people who paid for them were not the people named in the credits. Some of them weren't really games at all. They were something else entirely dressed up in a game's clothing.
This is really what has changed. We have built a panopticon, but what sits at the top of it is a computer. That computer witnesses everything we do.
Billions of dollars are spent spying on Americans, whether it's NSA or CIA or FBI.
Imagine the data you've shared and all the hours you've spent gaming. Then scale that up to 3 billion people from every country on the planet, across the US, UK, all of Europe, China, Russia, Iran.
And all this information that used to be ephemeral, right? Where were you when you were 8 years old, you know? Where'd you go after you had a bad breakup? You know, who'd you spend the night with? Who'd you call after? All this information used to be ephemeral, meaning it disappeared, right? Like the morning dew, it would be gone. No one would remember it. But now, these things are stored. Now, these things are saved.
But the real truth is, if mass surveillance were the only crime here, this would be a much shorter story. But it's also about changing the past and engineering the future, maybe permanently for all of us.
I think the military knows full well what it's doing, and I think their intent is to indoctrinate children at the youngest age.
And the twisted irony is that the very medium intelligence agencies are actively targeting is the same medium that's been warning us for decades.
What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths.
That's from Metal Gear Solid 2, a game released in November 2001, 2 months after 9/11. It describes a shadowy AI network called the Patriot that secretly filters what information reaches the public, which is not far from what the NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden revealed to the world years later. And then there's this prescient theory from Juice X, released in 2000.
Some people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate surveillance.
Need to be observed and understood as one satisfied by God. Now, we can implement the same functionality with data mining algorithms.
Since then, gaming has evolved into a new frontier for intelligence operations and interventions, like when government intelligence operatives practically invaded World of Warcraft and Second Life.
Anyone playing the game World of Warcraft, as druids, death knights, warlocks, could also have another designation, surveillance targets. According to newly disclosed classified documents, the NSA and its British counterpart have been infiltrating World of Warcraft, another online game called Second Life, and the Xbox Live console.
There was actually one fictitious scenario presented at a conference in which players in the game were talking about casting a fire spell, but really they were talking about setting off a bomb outside the White House.
Eventually, there were so many government agents in World of Warcraft from so many different agencies that they kept bumping into each other. The NSA had to set up a dedicated unit whose only job was to stop spies from one US agency from surveilling spies from another US agency inside a fantasy game. The official justification for this was counter-terrorism. And there was some truth in that. The Islamic State once revealed custom modifications of Grand Theft Auto 5 built to recruit fighters and let players reenact real terror attacks. They also built playable replicas of terrorist attacks inside Minecraft, used as recruitment material aimed at children. And by the 2020s, the FBI was issuing formal public warnings about groups using Roblox to radicalize, groom, and in some cases coerce kids into harmful acts on camera.
There's a lot of different approaches they take, but always employing some kind of deception, some kind of threat, or promises of money or gifts to get that young person to open up and talk to them.
But there's also a long track history of sensitive military information getting leaked on games or by gamers that show you why the CIA wants a presence here. In April 2023, the most serious US intelligence breach in Snowden surfaced through a Minecraft Discord server called Thug Shaker Central. The leaker was a 21-year-old Massachusetts Air National Guardsman named Jack Teixeira, an intelligence analyst who'd been granted top secret clearance at the age of 19. He'd been photographing classified Pentagon documents on his family kitchen's table and posting them to roughly 40 gamers in his Discord group to win arguments and show off. He was eventually sentenced to 15 years in prison. And it wasn't a one-off. For years, players of the tank game War Thunder have been leaking genuine classified military documents to win forum arguments about how accurately their tanks are modeled in the game. That list includes the British Challenger 2 tank, the American F-15E Strike Eagle, the AH-64 Apache Technical Manual, the AV-8B Harrier, multiple Russian and Chinese main battle tanks, and a full 730-page dossier on the Eurofighter Typhoon.
In July 2021, a player was arguing about the British Challenger 2 main battle tank. To settle the disagreement, they posted basically the tank's operating manual, an action that quickly got the UK Ministry of Defence involved. Then 3 months later, a French player, claiming to be a crew member in a Leclerc Série 2 tank, in service since 1992, again got into an argument about the capabilities of their tank, my tank, your tank, and again posted part of the tank's operation manual. Come on, guys!
But what the intelligence community really wants from gaming isn't just what you did inside of it. It's what you believe when you come out. And they might just change the course of someone's life in the time between. And nowhere is this more pervasive than in the biggest video game franchise of all time. That franchise is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the biggest video game franchise in history. It's bigger even than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And for over 20 years, the US military has helped dictate its content. Since 2005, almost every mainline Call of Duty has employed a Pentagon military advisor. The most prolific is Hank Kiersey, a retired lieutenant colonel who served in the 82nd Airborne and taught at West Point. He stated his assistance was mostly for the purposes of gameplay and realism.
So I'm able to give the last little bit of fidelity on making sure the game is as close as possible to what you would hear, feel, sound like as a real soldier in a game.
When Modern Warfare came out, about 6 hours in, the player reaches a mission set on a road the game calls Tariq Amwat. In English, that means the Highway of Death. It involves a convoy of civilians trying to flee, bombs from the air, and hundreds of dead. In the game, the narrator says it was the Russians.
Try to escape to the mountains. There is only one road, Tariq al-Maut, the highway of death. The Russians bombed it during the invasion, killing the people trying to escape.
The Highway of Death is a real place. It's a real road in Kuwait leading north towards the Iraqi border. And a real massacre did happen there. But it wasn't in the last few years, and it wasn't the Russians. On the night of February 26, 1991, US-led coalition forces bombed a retreating column of Iraqi soldiers and civilians, trying to escape at the end of the Gulf War. Aircraft disabled the vehicles at the front and rear to trap everyone in between, then spent hours bombing what was left. Seymour Hersh later documented a US tank platoon opening fire on 350 surrendered unarmed Iraqi soldiers. The road earned its name because of what the coalition did to it under George H.W. Bush, and is all publicly documented. The 2019 Modern Warfare reboot took that event, renamed the attackers, and handed it to the world as an example of what Russia was doing in the present day. This is exactly what the Colonel in Metal Gear Solid 2 described. Not just the control of content, but the control of context. And the loop goes both ways, with COD actively galvanizing interest in US Army recruitment and supporting training.
He also told me it's a great training product. I've had him link the Xboxes together, and the sergeant will actually train his teams with the Modern Warfare game.
Call of Duty Rabbit Hole gets a whole lot stranger though. By 2014, the franchise had released Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and the man who directed both of them was called Dave Anthony. In September 2014, he left Activision and joined the Atlantic Council, one of Washington's most influential foreign policy institutions, funded by Lockheed Martin, NATO, and the US State Department. Specifically, he joined the After Future War project, hired to imagine new forms of terrorist attacks. For his first conference appearance, Anthony presented a scenario arguing how easy it would be for terrorists to carry out a lone wolf attack on a hotel in Las Vegas.
One of my great fears, which I'm going to use as an example of this, is what would happen if this attack took place on our mainland, and I'm going to use Las Vegas as an example. It could be that you have 100 of these guys who may be on our soil right now, who may even be US citizens, who could legally walk into whatever gun store they choose, buy some assault rifles and start attacking soft targets. And that the instability that this would cause to our country would be incredible and immense.
3 years later, on October 1st, 2017, very eerily 3 years to the exact date of that talk getting posted online, a man named Stephen Paddock checked into the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas and opened fire on a country music festival, Black Ops 2, and the man who directed both of them was called Dave Anthony. In September 2014, he left Activision and joined the Atlantic Council, one of Washington's most influential foreign policy institutions, funded by Lockheed Martin, NATO, and the US State Department. Specifically, he joined the After Future War project, hired to imagine new forms of terrorist attacks. For his first conference appearance, Anthony presented a scenario arguing how easy it would be for terrorists to carry out a lone wolf attack on a hotel in Las Vegas.
One of my great fears, which I'm going to use as an example of this, is what would happen if this attack took place on our mainland, and I'm going to use Las Vegas as an example. It could be that you have 100 of these guys who may be on our soil right now, who may even be US citizens, who could legally walk into whatever gun store they choose, buy some assault rifles and start attacking soft targets. And that the instability that this would cause to our country would be incredible and immense.
3 years later, on October 1st, 2017, very eerily 3 years to the exact date of that talk getting posted online, a man named Stephen Paddock checked into the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas and opened fire on a country music festival below. 60 people were killed and 800 wounded, and it remains one of the deadliest and most mysterious mass shootings by a single perpetrator in American history. Incidentally, in that same talk, Anthony explicitly names Edward Snowden as a villain.
Edward Snowden looks like the sort of head of the chess club. And, you know, one individual with technology in the wrong hands and information in the wrong hands can cause massive instability and destabilization to the country these days.
And he isn't an outlier. Activision is bristling with people who've spent careers in the national security state. COD, meanwhile, is just the tip of this iceberg. While there are many examples of games created with military consulting, which is fair from an accuracy and gameplay perspective, Full Spectrum Warrior, released on Xbox in 2004, is a more unique case. What looked like a normal retail game was actually a Pentagon training simulator with a civilian skin pulled over the top. There was a cheat code that unlocked the military training build underneath. This is the cheat code itself. When you enter it, an in-game message pops up to tell you this is for the US military only. There are a handful of other obvious titles that were guided by government interests too, like the Tom Clancy series, which reinforced US military dominance while stereotyping numerous other nations as their immoral enemies. But once, the opposite happened. Take Spec Ops: The Line, which halfway through forces the player to commit a white phosphorus attack on civilians that was deliberately modeled on a real US war crime in Iraq. Clearly, this did not have Pentagon support, and then it suspiciously bombed. The lead writer later said no major publisher would ever fund anything like it again. So when you stop and think about that, games have drifted a long way from their origins as a form of social critique or even political dissent. In the late 90s and 2000s, games like Deus Ex, Metal Gear Solid, Bioshock, and Command & Conquer Red Alert stood toe-to-toe with the best films of their era. They warned us about surveillance states, military-industrial corruption, the dangers of unchecked AI, and the moral cost of war. They didn't just entertain you, they argued with you, and critically, they challenged your worldview. Snowden has said that he played Metal Gear Solid as a teenager, and that this affected how he came to think about how governments would spy on their populations. Even Call of Duty was once more willing to push into uncomfortable territory. In Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009, the player goes undercover with a Russian ultra-nationalist terror cell that then massacres civilians at a Moscow airport. At the end of the mission, the cell's leader kills the undercover American operative and then leaves his body behind, making it look like the US carried out the attack. The attack is a false flag designed to frame the United States and trigger a war with Russia. The mission was infamously called No Russian. But you've got to notice the boundary.
Last player standing.
The US isn't behind that attack. The player is placed in a state of atrocity, but the responsibility is still with the enemy despite it being deliberately provocative. By 2019, that line had hardened. The ambiguity was stripped away. The enemies made clearer. And in that one case, a real-world US military action was reworked into something attributed to Russian forces. Today, the biggest games on the planet do something close to the opposite of what they once did. They model real US military hardware in extreme detail. The enemies reinforce an orchestrated worldview. They then get reviewed for the realism of their gunplay, not the seriousness of their politics. And the quality has dropped through the floor. Who can remember being excited by a Call of Duty release, or any big game title release at all? Probably one of the few major games that effectively parodizes and criticizes America is GTA, because the studio Rockstar North is based in Scotland. While manipulating games and their narratives have clearly been a top priority for decades, at other times the strategy has been much more deliberate and intentional. There's another game deliberately engineered over decades to recruit people. More specifically, young people and kids into the armed forces. In July 2002, the US Army released a video game called Army. It's not the only game about the Army. It's a game
No, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna win this game. Don't worry about that fucking thing, man.
Recruitment tool for teenagers and children. US Army surveys found that by 2000, more impact on recruiting than any other form of Army advertising combined. 105 military cadets at the first point in 2005 had played the game. America's Army was able to stop
Last player standing.
Which they themselves
Spike down A.
The guy who designed was called Casey Wadniski.
Is your icon.
One enemy remaining.
12 and 13-year-old boys had yet to decide what to do with their lives. They then shut down in 2022 after 20 years, but by
30
then,
seconds left.
I knew it. I thought he was on B.
Time ventured
Yeah, you guys have a
social
great ping.
media.
This is
In
the
late
first time I've seen
2018, the
people
US
ping like
Army
me.
then entered Generation
jet
Z,
is
You're on Wi-Fi
opening
though.
up an official
Damn.
Twitch
Dude,
You're on
channel.
Wi-Fi
Navy and
too?
Air Force followed.
Do you have push to
Recruiters,
talk on?
soldiers in uniform.
Fuck no,
Let's
we're
go
not
see,
broke
let's
like
go
you.
see.
Spending their
Yo, you
working
got
days
6
playing
ping on
Call of
Wi-Fi?
Duty and Fortnite on live stream, all just happily
Hold up.
chatting between.
Bro, this is
The audience was mostly children. To pull kids in, the channel ran what looked like giveaways for free stuff.
Reloading. Embarrassing.
Yo, Rain, is this all you do all
Thank
day?
you, dog.
Dude, I haven't played
Mount.
this game in a whole like year,
out
bro.
of my
This
way.
is like my second game today, I think.
I'll find you. Go get him. Hope someone will catch them. Satchel up.
It's fine.
There.
There's a gun. Yeah.
Reloading.
The Vandal.
Enemy spotted B. Reloading.
This clear.
Reloading.
Waterfall's clear, left flank.
Parasite.
Waterfall. Okay. There's water. Flanking CT.
This shit is so ass. Bro's doing the same shit. Actually, cause
Last player
where am I?
standing.
Oh, whiff. Top.
Is it?
Yeah, both.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Now we won that.
Yeah, I haven't played this game forever, bro. But y'all some dukes if y'all be grinding this game consistently. I'm sorry. If y'all play this game daily, stop it. Get a new hobby.
Shut up!
Why are you whispering?
Dude, for one, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
I
you
don't.
can't talk into your mic at a normal volume. Like, it's not like you need to
Well,
close to your
I
mouth,
don't.
is it not?
I know it's close to my mic, but I don't know. Maybe I just want to whisper, bro.
I guess, bro. Ain't no one want your ASMR, but it's all good. Just get some kills, and I won't.
Bro,
even care.
just turn your push to type.
Just out-frag me and go above 1
I'm
KD.
gonna out-frag you, bro.
Gonna. I said do it, not gonna. We ain't talking about no rap, boy.
Where are
Hear
they?
that?
Have this
Fucking coon.
cutting their vision.
Let's go B, let's go B.
Alright, let's go push that shit.
Bring them down.
Let's go.
We'll catch them.
Fade, dog him and push him. Oh, you don't have a dog. Nice. He's on the right side.
One's not having no peek.
Last player standing.
What the? Okay, could have just kept the one guy alive for a bit longer. I just didn't think my guy fucking Link would die. Yeah, y'all some poo. I'm sorry. The Fade's got to be boosted E-girl as well.
You say
I don't know what that agent
Sorry.
is.
Ears
but
still ringing.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I like FaceIt better. They kick bitches, bro. They kick these boosted bitches, bro. And honestly, I think some girls boosted you guys.
Can't kick here.
Oh,
It's the only thing we could do is surrender the game.
no, I'm saying the girl boosted you guys.
What are you talking about?
The chick on our
Turn it
team
up.
carried you guys to y'all's rank. Should I hit that 5?
What's this? Smoke's resonating.
We just lurk. We're just losing our push every round.
Well, if there's Cypher's here, you have Spike right now. I'm walking.
Cypher plays, yeah.
Cypher has K money.
Just rat, play corners, be a dork. Yo, Fade, can you run up C long? Fade and Jet, run up C long while Mix and Raze get that A control. And yo, Raze and Mix, can y'all make noise? You don't have to make, you don't have to peek, just make noise like throwing A's, so you tell shit like that.
Still in sight.
Alright, they don't know where to go. They're getting pushed on every front right now. Go C. I'm gonna plant C. End goal is C right now. Push up on A.
Chet is on C with
Alright,
the.
let's go. Push up on A, you guys.
But he's
Let's get
probably
A.
the only one on
Let's
C.
get-
I'm not
let's-
gonna lie.
let's get A.
No. I think
No,
we
let's
should
get A,
push that Jet.
Let's get A. Just listen to me. Don't
Their
listen to this
Cypher's
guy. He
not
doesn't-
gonna
Don't
rotate,
listen
buddy.
to
You
Jet.
don't
Guys,
even play it. Okay,
he
I'm
doesn't
gonna.
know what he's doing. One's on A.
They're all on A except for Jet. I'm not gonna lie.
They're gonna run out on you. Mix. Don't peek. Don't peek. Don't peek. Don't.
30 seconds left.
Makes you feel.
They think go get off this. Nope. Have it. Oh, I haven't had him. Yo, what
Spike
the?
down.
Plant.
Last player standing.
Dude, how is that mix on site? I didn't even see that shit. He was invisible. I think I'm blind. I was looking at the mini map and I thought Fade ran out, but Fade didn't run out. Fade was clearing B while we were already on B. And so because of that, I thought B was clear because I was looking at the mini map and I was seeing if our teammates were like, wait, 14 and 3 Jet, holy fuck. Yo, I'm gonna demo check that Jet because I used to hack on this account and I might still be in hacker MMR, so I'm surprised it's never banned. I'm legit now.
Bring them down.
I like hack my way to this one. I'm just surprised. That's why I'm so surprised you guys are getting on hack on me. So like hack on this
Planted.
Yeah, they're on B.
You are powerless. Enemy spotted C.
Last player standing.
Yeah, these guys are cheating, dude.
Now, where was I?
Well, I mean, you guys suck, but I mean, they're just hacking.
Flawless.
Pry open their minds. Find the weakness. I have the spike.
Nightmare takes them! Next. Gun here. Spike down.
One enemy remaining.
Marked one. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
As soon as you call them out, they always lose. It's beautiful. I love Valorant. At least in CS2, it's fucking... You can, like, clip them and email FaceIt and get them banned. Valorant, people don't even report them. They're like, there's no cheaters. There's no cheaters in this game. I remember I used to cheat. My team would be like, there's no cheater. He's not cheating. He's just smurfing. He's just smurfing in Immortal. He's Radiant, for real. He's never logged into his main and showed us. Like, this game's a joke, dude. This game is an absolute buffoonery. This game is full of cheaters, and they use Chinese propaganda to make people think that they're not infected with cheaters. It's literally owned by Tencent. Tencent. Oh, bro. This game is a joke, bro. You know how many cheaters in this game? I guarantee you get banned. I guarantee you. Keep hacking, bro. They're just...
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Race into the spike sites.
If they're hacking. They have walls. If you don't believe me, check demo. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. They are cheating undeniably. And if you think I'm crazy, just check demo and you can call me retarded. But I swear to you on my life, just report them for cheating and I will stop talking. Okay.
Stay safe.
Just acknowledge that you reported them for cheating and I'll keep it to comms only.
The hunt begins. Bring them down.
Dude, it's because they are, and fucking people are so brainwashed into thinking that they're cheating in this game when they're... I swear to you, on everything I love, I'll post the videos of me reviewing this demo on YouTube. That shit is being unknown. Because the minute I call it out, he's getting nothing, he's dying, they're losing, all of a sudden, it's bullshit.
One enemy remaining.
It's every game. Every time this happens, it's the same cycle. We call it out, we finally start losing, and they bring it back whenever you start getting your comeback. The minute we hit 4 rounds, we're going to come back 2 rounds into the next half, and that's it. We get 2 more rounds, We end at the half with them maybe in that dub. That's it. And then from there, we just win streak into it on the other half.
Can we just play slow?
Alright, bro, but I'm telling you, just check
Can we
them
just
out.
like
Just check them out.
push, but like play slow? My god, this is the only one who's not even shooting his fucking ass. He's just hopping.
No, bro, my fucking god. Valorant egos are so fucking brainwashed and retarded. I mean, dude, Tencent is smart. They decided to make their player base full of fucking egotistical, ignorant, fucking prideful bums who can't go, oh, he's actually cheating. He's not cheating. He's dog shit. No, dude, just say he... I'll check the demo for you if you don't want to, and I'll clip all the clips for you, and I'll put it on YouTube, and I'll make a montage. It'll be short, sweet, under 1 minute, so it'll fit your attention span. I got you. I'll prove it to you. Please,
Bro, every time I die, like, you're literally talking to guys.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe stop dying, and it won't be that scenario.
Oh, God.
My old friend. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Just flank B. Alright, flank from C. Flank from C. Yeah. You're. It was the right call. He was behind him from where he was looking at.
5 ping for
Check.
what?
Charges? Check. Brakes? I need to blow something up.
This Jet hasn't had a Vandal all
Get
game.
out of my way! Find you.
Spike down. Attacker spawn. Last player standing.
I know exactly where you are.
Last round in the half.
We lose everything after this. Spend it. What? I'll find you.
Rotate. Stop. They called our push. They canceled our fucking veto. Why are we pushing this? Just kill the flanker that always comes.
You are
Just flank kill we win.
Enemy spotted A.
I'm gonna flash here and
There.
watch back here behind this.
There.
That's on A. There's 3 on A. Go.
Still in sight. Cutting the vision.
Catch them.
Clear.
Bring them down.
Back up. Clear.
Spike planted.
Just hold CT with me. Raise, just hold backside. You hold on to this. Hold right down there.
There.
Hold wide. On the pots. Hold the pots right there. On my ping. No, you have to hold wider.
There.
'Cause yeah.
Last player standing.
They're both there. Both. Nice, they're low.
One
They're low.
enemy
Nice.
remaining.
One tap. Satchel. Nade.
Don't mess with this Diana.
Switching
Yeah,
sides.
this is their win streak.
There's my bombshell.
Jet's gonna get
Crush the
first
girl.
blood. And then his team will follow. KO's gonna have a perfect knife on the majority. Ready? Ah, man, I hate this game. I'm getting off after this. What a bum game.